What are settlement agreements in the litigation process? Imagine resolving a dispute without stepping into a courtroom. That's what settlement agreements are all about. They are like a handshake that officially ends a legal fight between parties. These agreements are legally binding contracts, meaning both sides must follow what they agree on. They help avoid the long, costly, and uncertain process of going to trial. In the world of sports and entertainment, disputes often involve contracts, intellectual property, or personal injuries. Instead of risking bad publicity from a public trial, parties prefer to settle privately. Settlement agreements allow them to keep details confidential, protecting their reputation and sensitive information. When two parties decide to settle, they usually negotiate terms first. This can happen through direct talks or with the help of a mediator or settlement conference. Once they agree, they draft a document that spells out what each side will do. This might include paying a certain amount of money, taking specific actions, or stopping certain behaviors. A key part of the agreement is the releases clause. This says that once the settlement is signed, neither side can bring up the same dispute again in court. It's like closing the door on the case forever. Many settlement agreements also include confidentiality clauses. These make sure that the details stay private, which is especially important in sports and entertainment, where image and proprietary information matter. Settlement agreements often specify the exact amounts to be paid, deadlines for payments, and what actions are required. For example, a sports team might agree to pay a player a certain bonus by a set date, or an artist might settle a royalty dispute by agreeing to a specific payment schedule. The process usually begins with negotiations, sometimes with a mediator to help both sides reach an agreement. Having legal counsel is important to make sure the terms are fair and clear. Once signed, the agreement becomes a court order, making it enforceable by law. In sports and entertainment, settling disputes quickly can save careers and business relationships. For instance, a contract dispute between an athlete and a team might be settled to avoid a public fight that could damage reputations. Or a disagreement over royalties might be resolved to keep the music or film project moving forward. Overall, settlement agreements are a practical way to resolve disputes efficiently and privately. They help both sides move on without the stress and expense of a trial, especially when reputation and confidentiality are at stake.